Hi, everyone. My name is Ohad Barnoy, and I'm the Chief Customer Success Officer at Kryon. And today, I'm going to walk you through our full cycle automation solution. I'm going to tell you a story of one of our customers, Next Corporation, who was looking to scale their automation impact. In order to find out exactly what's going on in their organization and make it easier to uncover automation opportunities, Next deployed Cryon Process Discovery. Jennifer, VP Operations at Next, has assigned Jake, a business analyst on her Automation Center of Excellence team, to identify automation opportunities. After deploying Cryon Process Discovery bots for a few hours, Jake is logging into a web-based console which provides him with a comprehensive view of all the processes that were discovered by collecting real-time data on user actions. For each process, Jake can see relevant information, which helps him evaluate the potential return on investment of automating this process. For example, the process frequency, the number of users performing it, the number of steps the process involves, the applications used throughout the process, and how long the process takes. One of the most important metrics is how many versions or variations a process has. Moreover, Cryon's powerful deep learning engine presents Jake with a visual recommendation for automation priority on each process. Now that Jake has complete visibility into the business processes in his organization and concrete suggestions on automation candidates, he decides to drill down into a specific process. Today, he's going to drill into the case creation process. This view provides Jake with actionable, in-depth analytics. He can now explore this visual map that displays all the steps of the process in an easy-to-follow way. Jake can see exactly what action a user who executed this process took at any given point. When he clicks on a step, he can explore its image. For example, here we can see that the user, an IT support manager, is selecting a specific case marked as high priority from the list of issues in the SAP service delivery platform. To learn more about the user's action, Jake can view user recordings and navigate through the actual flow of screenshots captured by the discovery bots for each process occurrence. The platform will even highlight the object on which the user took the action. Here, Jake is selecting the most efficient variant or version of the case creation process in order to automate it. Jake can examine these variants, investigating the difference between them and optimizing the process for automation. Once Jake has finished analyzing all the information, he can leverage this wealth of data in a few different ways. Firstly, he can generate an editable process design document, which is essential for subsequent automation development. User actions are described in a table format, step by step, with their associated applications and screenshots. Jake can review this click-level document with a subject matter expert from the business unit to validate the process and add in-depth knowledge if needed before automating. Jake can also download an event log file in a CSV format that can enrich process findings with detailed execution step and can be easily imported into any process mining tool that Next is working with. Last but definitely not least, using one of the most powerful capabilities of the Cryon full cycle automation platform, with a single click, Jake is going to download the fully functional automation workflow. And now we're going to see how Next Citizen Developer will automate this case creation process in the Cryon Studio. Cryon Studio is a powerful, user-friendly tool with an intuitive interface designed to enable business users without programming skills to develop and optimize automation workflows for any type of automation, attended, unattended, or hybrid. Now, next citizen developer Michelle is going to import the automation file generated by process discovery and augment it with certain business logic. Michelle only needs to fine-tune this workflow to turn it into an automation in production. Without process discovery, she'd have to start building the entire process from scratch, which can take days. This results in dramatic time saving and reduced RPA implementation time by up to 80%. And this is what Cryon full cycle automation is all about: saving valuable time and accelerating time to value. So now Michelle is looking at the same case creation process with exact same steps we saw earlier and is thinking how to optimize it to create the most efficient automation scenario. For example, she can change the logic from creating a new issue to uploading it from another source. Speaking of logic, another great aspect of full cycle automation is that some of it is already built into the workflow. For instance, in this step, there is an if-else condition that tells Michelle to direct the flow of automation along 2 or more different paths depending on specific scenarios. In order to add more sophisticated logic to this process, Michelle can tap into Cryon's extensive library of over 200 advanced commands. She can either just drag and drop them into the relevant step, or type a specific search term. Each command provides an instruction to the robot to retrieve and utilize data from outside sources, read or write from an external application, execute scripts, manipulate Excel files, send and receive email, and much more. For example, next procurement department checks the dollar exchange rate every day and updates cost of suppliers accordingly. Quite a frustrating task to do manually. So they asked Michelle to create an unattended bot that uses an HTML command to search in Google, convert the price from euros to dollars, and write the results to an Excel worksheet. Meanwhile, the finance department has to process a lot of invoices, which involves scanning, validating, and approving them. So to help streamline this mundane activity, Michelle is leveraging a set of AI-based advanced commands powered by Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services. These intelligent document processing capabilities enable Cryon robots to understand both structured and unstructured data, read from printed and handwritten text, pull the information from forms, understand human intent in text, and more. Once Michelle is done with optimizing the automation workflow, she can quickly jump into the workflow view to see what the entire process looks like, what the start and end point are, and which advanced commands are used in each step. Before we move on to the next stage, I would like to show you another unique capability of the Cryon Studio that Next Citizen Developer, as well as all of our customers, really like. This is our built-in one-click recorder. If you know the process very well, you can simply record it. Let's take an example of a support engineer that needs to export the cases from their case management system, Freshdesk, into an Excel and then email it to a customer on a daily basis. All I need to do is hit record, run through the process from start to end, finish recording, and then sit back and relax. This can be seamlessly done on any application and across multiple applications: desktop, web, Citrix, emulator, Java, and much more, without any integration. Now let's click Do It and see the automation in action. No, there's no magic here. This is Cryon's patented computer vision technology that can see and detect objects on the screen just like a human does. Earlier in the demo, I mentioned that Cryon supports all type of automation: unattended, running behind the scenes on a virtual machine, attended, and hybrid. Elena is a new employee in the next sales operations team. She doesn't have that much experience working with Salesforce, so she is going to activate her Cryon assistant, which is silently waiting on her taskbar, and use the search engine to find the relevant automation. Thanks to Cryon's visual recognition technology, Cryon Assistant is already offering her a process for the opened applications, Salesforce in this case. Elena is going to choose the Guide Me mode, which will provide her with a GPS-like experience where the robot will navigate her on how to successfully complete this process in real time, click by click. So now the bot is telling Elena to click on the Opportunity button, and note that the screen is dimmed. This will help guide her through the process according to the organizational procedure. The Cryon Assistant will continue to provide Elena with contextual guidance via helpful tooltips as she proceeds to fill in the required information. And all of this without any integration to the underlying application. Now let's fast forward. Elena is 3 months into her job. She's creating new opportunities in Salesforce on a daily basis, but attended automation can still come in handy. For example, by preventing her from making mistakes. She's now going through the same task while Cryon's sensor technology is working behind the scene to detect when she has launched a specific application or reached a particular screen, and then trigger a context-sensitive action. The activity can be as simple as a notification bubble or as complex as validating fields from the screen. In this case, there's a business rule according to which, for any transaction over $500,000, Elena needs to notify her VP of sales. This is why when she tries to click save, a notification pops up informing her of this policy and offering to send that email to her manager. So now she can take a coffee break while the bot is doing her job. An automation project isn't over just because it's up and running. The ability to analyze and orchestrate the virtual workforce to maximize its productivity is no less critical than managing human employees. And this is exactly what Cryon's Console X is designed to do. Next Corporation's virtual workforce team leader, Amanda, uses this intuitive and interactive tool to deploy and scale up Cryon bots from anywhere in real time. Just as with human staff, Amanda can onboard robots and create robot teams, assign tasks to them, and continuously monitor their performance. This analytics dashboard provides Amanda with a visual overview of her entire robot workforce with high-level charts and KPI insights so that she can make smarter decisions on the RPA operations. It allows Amanda to spot issues in robot execution as they occur, identify bottlenecks, and perform corrective actions. These immediate, actionable insights enable her to increase task efficiency and maximize the potential of the virtual workforce. One of Amanda's responsibility is to decide how unattended bots will be initiated. Cryon's highly flexible trigger mechanisms allow her to set up tasks based on a specific time schedule or give an instruction to the server to monitor events in the background and invoke bots when a relevant action occurs. For example, when an email from a specific sender is received, when a file or folder is created or modified, let's see it in action. Here is how you would create an email trigger. Let's take an example that next finance department receives on a daily basis emails with invoices that need to be paid. Once we create this email trigger, it will monitor the mailbox of the AP department. And whenever an email comes in, you'll be able to monitor the email and trigger an automation. Amanda can create email notifications to make sure she'll be alerted when an important event occurs. For example, once a new robot is onboarded. Also, Amanda can access the Credential Vault, a secure storage of the usernames and passwords used by the robot workforce. So let's sum up Cryon's unique approach from discovering and mapping processes right through to optimization, development, automation, and continuous orchestration for superior results is the secret to ensuring a successful automation project from start to finish. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.